Hello, my name is Harshid. I'm going to tell you a story. The motive of this story is that I'm trying to be fluent in English. I decided to read a story daily, write it, and then make a video on it. The video is for the same. So as I am learning English, please be don't mind the mistake which I will make. So let's get started. The story's title is An Astrologer's Day. It is written by R.K. Narayan. It tells us that an astrologer on a midday, an astrologer came to his workplace. He opened his bag and taken out his materials, the cowrie shells, dozens of cowrie shells and palmyra and all. His look was very attractive, that it can attract any person passing through his way. His forehead was resplendent with sacred ash and vermilion. His look was crowned by a saffron colored turban. Now, the place where he sit was not benefited by the municipal lightning. The in the and the astrologers was getting the source of light from the other shops. Many shops had their own lightning and many vendors had a naked light flare. So the astrologer does not require any lightning, he manages it or adjusts it with lightning of other shops. At the side of the astrologer where he used to sit, a vendor used to come. He used to sell fried ground nuts, and the vendor calls his wares every day differently. Like one day he used to call it as Bombay ice cream, and the next day uh, Delhi's almond, and the third day used to call it as Raja's delicacy, like this. Uh, what happened that the astrologer had ran away from his village in his earlier days. The astrologer had ran away from his village. The reason was that he do not wanted to follow the livelihood of his forefather. Like he do not wanted to tilling the land, sowing the seed, and get married to unknown persons. So he ran away from his village. When he came to the city side, he was as unaware of the stars as his innocent customers were. But as the time passed, he started looking at the people in a very different way. He started understanding their feelings, and like this, he became an astrologer. In his profession, what he used to do is that he used to first listen his customer for at least 10 minutes and get all the things, all his feelings, so that he can reply him very accurately. Now he asks his customer that or he tells his customer that the efforts you are putting off, you are not getting the fruit of it. 9 of 10 customers get satisfied or agrees with his wordings. He also asks them that is there any woman in your life? Such questions make this customer very crucial, this curious, or very excited to learn more from him. And one more information is that he used to take 3 pies for per question. On a very normal day, after selling all the groundnut vendor, which used to be on the side of the astrologer, started packing up. This was the signal for the astrologer to bundle up him too, because he will not get the proper lightning for his business or his work, because he doesn't have any his own lightning source. The groundnut vendor blew up his flare and packed up and gone from there. Astrologer was also bundling up his materials. At a sudden movement, he noticed a stranger standing before him. His face was not completely visible, as there was not much light so that he can see him properly. Astrologer sensed him to be his client and asked him, "What was the problem, young man?" The stranger replied, the stranger doesn't reply at first. Then astrologer asked him, I can tell you some important things which you want. Again the astrologer continued to talk that, is there a woman in your life? Then the stranger replied, oh, now you stop. If you want to you want to answer my question, then tell something worthwhile. Then the astrologer became very serious and told him that I will charge 1 rupees for it. Then he said no. The stranger said no, I can give you 8 annas. After a lot of bargaining, they settled the thing, and then that stranger taken out his cigar and matches. The stranger taken out his cigar and lit up his matches. Due to lightning of because of lightning, the matchstick, his face was visible to the astrologer. The astrologer shivered. The astrologer shivered and told that stranger that it's very late, I don't want to answer your any question, I'm going now. He started bundling up his materials. The stranger became very angry, or talked very vaguely to the astrologer. He said that if you will not answer my questions now, I will take your all the materials and money. I will take with me. Now the astrologer told him, sorry, I'm forgetting the proper lines. Now the astrologer told him that the astrologer told him that you was left for being dead. The stranger says, tell me something more. Then astrologer replied that someone had attacked you with knife and thrown you in the well so that you will die. Now the stranger told him, okay, you are right. Now you tell me that where I will find that person who did this. So the astrologer told that never. that person is dead 4 months ago in a lorry accident. He was crushed by the lorry very brutally. The stranger roared that he was unable to kill him. He was personally not able to kill him. Now astrologer told him that now you should not be here for no more time. You should return to your village, or you will face very difficult problems which can take your life too. You should return to your village immediately and never come towards south. And after that, the astrologer also took a name. He said Guru Nanak. The stranger was shocked and replied him, "You know my name?" "Yes, I know everything," the astrologer replied. Now the stranger started to returning to his village to take the first train, as he was knowing that what he have to do, as his enemy was killed earlier only. So what happened that he given some coins to him, to the astrologer, and astrologer bundled up and returned to his home. As the time was ज़्यादा टाइम हो गया था. So when he came to him, his wife was waiting for him, and he wanted a reason for this. Then astrologer, after coming to home, handed over all the coins to his wife and asked him to count it. His wife counted. It was 12.5 annas. The astrologer said that, "Hash, this rascal, he had promised me to give 1 rupee." Then astrologer told his wife the incident which was happened in his village, why he came to the city. The reason which have been taught earlier was not the actual reason. The reason was this, that while he was talking to his wife, the astrologer said that one night, me and that Guru Nanak had drank up very badly, and we had argue with each other, and in that only I mistakenly tried to attack him with knife. I thought that he was dead, but he was not, and I was thinking from many days that I have killed a person, but I was wrong. Then after that, they slept very relaxed, because a burden was taken away from the astrologer's head, that he had killed a person. So that was the story. Thank you.